There was a man born in Atlanta, Georgia, 1929. He was raised in a racially segregated society. He grew up to lead numerous campaigns against racial segregation, including the Montgomery bus boycott after Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat to a white man, to the March on Washington, where he spoke the immortal words, "I have a dream." Martin Luther King embodies the first of Ray Dalio's principles, which is embrace reality and deal with it. Moving from an idealist to a hyper-realist will let you see things for what they are. If you only see things for what they should be, you'll miss the opportunity for change. Now, this principle isn't just for the external world, it's also a principle to use on yourself. If you're not a realist about who you are, how can you identify opportunities for you to become better? Now, Ray likes to apply algorithms to his principles to live by. The algorithm for this principle is dreams plus reality plus determination equals a successful life. Martin Luther King saw the dream of equality, understood the reality of segregation, and had the determination to change it. And now his success is immortalized around the world. There was this company, founded in 1888, who grew to dominate the photography industry during the 1900s. 1981 marked the beginnings of the digital photography era, and this company was well aware of it, leading research into the field. In fact, in 1986, this company produced the first megapixel camera. However, the executives of this company decided to stay true to traditional photography, failing to see digital cameras as the disruptive technology of the future. This company is Kodak, and in 1997 they had a market value of $30 billion. In 2012, the company filed for bankruptcy. And today, in 2018, the value of the company is $200 million, just 0.7% of its 1997 high. The Kodak moment used to be something worth capturing forever, but now I think of it as the failure to adapt and the associated consequences. The second aspect of this embrace reality and deal with it principle is evolve or die. Evolving is life's greatest accomplishment and its greatest reward. But trust me, sometimes evolution doesn't feel good. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. Do you ever have those moments where you look down and you've eaten a whole tub of ice cream? Or maybe you eat a few too many slices of cake. And suddenly you think to yourself, oh my god, why did I let myself eat all that cake? This is a situation where your emotional, unconscious mind won a fight against your rational, conscious mind. Your ego also resides in this unconscious part of your brain, acting as a subliminal defense mechanism that makes it hard to accept mistakes, weaknesses, and being wrong. And so this causes a constant struggle between your two yous, the conscious you and the unconscious you. Now imagine you're having a conversation with someone and you disagree with them, and you're having this struggle going on inside of you with your rational mind thinking play it cool, and your ego trying to burst out and yell at the other person because you can't be wrong. And then think about the other person who's in the exact same fight between their conscious them and unconscious them, because both of you want to be reasonable, but neither of you want to be wrong. And even after you finished arguing with them, you both walk away thinking you were right and the other person was wrong, which leads us to Ray's second principle: be radically open-minded. The algorithm that's associated with this principle is pain plus reflection equals progress. You need to recognize your two barriers, your ego and your blind spots. You cannot let your need to be right be more important than finding out what is true. When you come out of those arguments and reflect on them, you'll find that you're able to be more analytical and less emotional next time you enter a similar situation. Part of being radically open-minded is learning to appreciate the art of thoughtful disagreement. When we think about the previous example of two people arguing and both walking away thinking that they were right, there's something fundamentally wrong with that picture. When two people disagree, one of them is typically wrong. And in this quest for finding out what is true, it's incredibly important to find out if you were wrong. We all like to talk about innovative people who think outside the box, and this insinuates that we all have a box in which our mind operates, and the four walls of this box create limitations to our thinking, or blind spots to what we see and perceive. They cause us to think that we have thought of everything. And maybe we have, but it's only everything inside our box. But by having thoughtful disagreements with people, we add the four walls of their box to our own. Do this enough, and suddenly you have a cube of thoughts all looking at the same thing from different angles and perspectives, reducing the impact our blind spots have on our ability to find what is true. The art of thoughtful disagreements comes from asking questions rather than making statements, and to give people time to respond. Instead of saying, "I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a good idea because of X, Y, and Z," ask, "How do you think that will impact X, Y, and Z?" Because that gives them the ability to show you their truth. That doesn't mean that they're right, but they may point out something in your blind spot. You need to triangulate your position by bouncing ideas of believable people who are willing to disagree with you. So, to recap, embrace reality and deal with it. Evolve or die. And be radically open-minded. Thanks for watching. To see more independent thoughts, be sure to subscribe or check out our Facebook page. If you would like to see the rest of Ray Dalio's principles, be sure to click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.